can it help the farmers in a longer perspective, what will be the value advantage. And so on the same way, today's topic is chia, the superfood, because right now chia is very much popular in international and domestic market, and with its production quantity and the pricing, it is very much successful, and it can be done in maximum part of the country. So this is another good thing. So let's begin with the today's topic, that is chia, the superfood and super income source for the farmer. So for my personal introduction, it's been 12 years in this industry and will be providing the farmer consultancy services in and around the country, overseas as well. And for the chia itself, we did a joint venture with in Tanzania country for the same, and we did it for 500 acres last year, and it was a very successful project. Mhm. So further going to my personal profile, I am myself a PhD holder from the Mohanlal Sukhadia University, which is in Rajasthan, Udaipur, and I did in soil science specifically for PhD, and then assisted many projects for the government as well, given the technical analysis, the guidance. Till now, I have 16 research papers until 21, also collaborated various agriculture research institute to check the new dynamics of agriculture sector, what is coming and all. Now coming to so the botanical.
Sir, sorry to disturb you. Slightly come to the center of the screen, sir.
Okay, just is it okay now?
Yeah, this is fine. Please
Okay,
proceed.
so now with coming to the main our crop chia. So the common name is chia seed, and for the botanical name we say Salvia hespenica. It is basically a family of mint only, lemonices, and that you profoundly found in Guatemala, Asia, Mexico part, Central and Southern American part. And usually we do the propagation, I mean for the farming, we do by seed only. We do not make any nursery for the same because it's a waste of time and energy and resources. So I always want farmer to prefer that if they want to do this farming, they can do the best way is by the seed. Okay, so this is particular how chia looks like. uh, Downside is the chia plant and upside is the final chia seeds. Chia seed is the only product from this plant. There's no other product will come from this plant. So only is we are getting chia seed from this plant. So when you see, there are three colors in all together, which is one is brown, other one is black, and third one is a white. So mostly the demanded chia is of this color only, that is black and white. Sometimes you will find the red one as well. This is because of the lack of water, sometimes lack of care as well. The seed, it doesn't ripen enough, that's why the color gets changes, otherwise the nutrition value will remain same. So what are the benefits? It helps in controlling the cholesterols, it helps cardio troubles, due to omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid. It is very highly successful. If people use from age of 5 until 90 years, you can consume that one. It is also rich in antioxidant. It helps in getting rid of free radicals from human body. Heart problems, it also helps in heart problem, cancer troubles, pacifying the appetite, helps in weight loss. So usually you see chia in a broader perspective in international and domestic market highly used to control the weight. So by controlling the weight, it doesn't mean that you are losing the weight by this way. It means it helps the body to strengthen. It helps the body to immune, and it makes like how is your height related with the body weight. It gives that perfect phenomena to body. It doesn't mean that you are losing around 50 kgs or 30 kgs with the help of chia. It helps in maintaining the body structure perfectly as and when. Then for the ortho benefits, it's very good. It also covers the malnutrition. In Africa, in Southern America, they are giving the cookies of chia to the infants, to the young kids. So it also has in malnutrition where there's a mass trouble of that one. So then we'll see this what are there. There is a rich, this is rich in nutrients, then loaded with antioxidants, good for skin and aging, improves digestive health, good for heart, excellent for diabetes, best for pregnant women, help boost body metabolism, lose weight and build muscles. So these are the advantages that why we have to do chia seed, and if we market this particular product, even if we manufacture or we make our own packaging with the help of FPOs or in exhibition, it is highly acceptable and can be sell very easily by the farmer as well when they go for this organic fairs, which is conducted by the government of India, central government. You are recently these days there are many millets organic fairs are conducted in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan, Karnataka, then Tamil Nadu. There are many coming months, so you can also visit over there. You find someone who is also doing this chia. Uh, then coming to the next slide, what are the nutrition value of chia seeds? So for per 100 gram, we have calculated there are 486 calories, 31 gram of total fat, 16 gram of sodium is available, 407 gram potassium, 42 gram total carbohydrate, 17 gram protein. So in all, we see there are many nutrients which is very important for the human body is available in this particular seed and in enough quantity. And vitamin and minerals, we see there is a vitamin A is available, calcium is available, C is available, iron is available. So in all, it's complete package. Then coming to the composition, so chia seed mainly minerals like phosphorus, there is calcium is present, potassium is present, magnesium is present. Okay, which is in there, and with the amino acid, which we discuss about omega, what is omega? Then this is with the USDA percentage, the proline is 0.78, with the netroil it's 1.28, with the serine it's 1.05. This is completely when you go for the specification to sell in the international market, might be they ask for you. Then segmentation. So how we segment the chia seed? So by product type, it will be white chia seed, black chia seed, and brown chia seed, but I already discussed in the diagram further. By application, where you can use this particular product, what are the when we think of doing any farming, we think why we use this particular seeds, what is the use of these seeds? There is always been, there is a in the back of the mind, we get always these questions. So this is the answer why chia is can be done, and why where we can use this one. So it is also used in breakfast cereals, bakery products and snacks. What I do for the malnutrition, we make cookies, energy bars, like in chocolates they are using, in confectionery, ready to eat meals, like in the packaging, you can just put it outside, boil it and eat it. Energy drinks, there is a good chia drink. If you goes in mostly in the states, you will see this particular drink as well. For animal feed as well, nutraceuticals, personal care products, others. And by geography, where it is done, so it is goodly heavily found in USA, Canada, Mexico. In Europe, you will find in France, Germany, Italy, they use this farming. In Asia Pacific, China, India, Japan, Australia, they are highly doing this one. And last year, overall increase of 5% of chia farming is done in India, which is a remarkable. In Southern America, there is a Brazil, Argentina, and rest of the countries of South America, Middle East, Africa. Like I already mentioned, I was in Africa for in Tanzania for the same farming, and we did achieve tremendous success over there. Now, key market insight, why this particular chia seed is beneficial for the farmers to do, and what are the markets for that. So it is used crucially for the food and beverage, dietary supplements, personal care product ingredient, because after the COVID, we are more involved into the health benefits. We want something healthy to eat, which doesn't deplete our health conditions. We want our kids, our parents, our family, friends to be healthy. So that's why this the emerging demand of chia is after COVID is highly into the market. Increasing demand of natural food ingredient coupled with rising demand for health and dietary supplements is expected to fuel the demand of chia seed. There are key companies who are dealing. So if someone wants to do a trading part or go and check by themselves or do if they have a 400 acres or 500 acres of land, which are the companies who buy this particular product in a bulk. There is a chia company in the name itself, chia, the Benexia Europe group, there is the Glambia Nutritional Iron Incorporation, Mama Chia in LLC. So these are the four big companies, and there are n number of companies nowadays present because of the global exposure with the internet. You can go, you can check online to see this company. You can put your samples over there. So now coming to the cultivation part, what are the climate and soil requirement for the chia? So the cultivation of chia requires light to medium clay or sandy soil will be preferable. The plant prefers well-drained, moderately fertile soil, but can cope with acidic soil and moderate drought. That means it can be done in the both type of soils, like it will be clay as well or in the sandy. So we can do on the both soil. because the chia plant doesn't have a big root system. It has a root system of around 4 to 5 inches, so that means it can be done easily. So just we have to be careful with the while we do the watering to this particular plant, we do not go the heavy amount of water altogether with the force. It should be minimal with the less force. Otherwise, the chia seed is very light and it can be drained away. So the failure sometimes happens with the farmer because of lack of knowledge of how to put the seed in the field. So we have to be very careful about that one. Traditional cultivation we can do by soil preparation, by disruption and loosening, followed by seed broadcasting. This is the methodology we'll discuss further in the length. Soil, what type of soil is required? Healthy soil is one there is a earthworms, insect, bacteria, fungi, protozoa and nematodes, but this is rarely found nowadays because of use of many insecticide, pesticide, herbicide. But yes, there are some places where they're still unexplored. So even you don't have, you can do with the help of the normal methodology. We'll give that information. uh, Okay, the plant thrive or suffer depending on the life of the soil. That is perfectly over there. That if the soil is not good, then of course there is a dependency that it might get not done very well. Beneficial soil organism make nutrients available to plants, reduce disease, reduce nutrient losses and help degrade toxic chemicals. Bacteria feed on plant residues, so there are organic fertilizers are in the market. With the help of that one, you can increase the production as well and you can very well. Protozoa is also one of the finest one with the waste product. You can do that one. You can use farmyard manure. You can use vermicompost. So there are many things available. Liquid nitrogen, bio nitrogen. There are many new innovations by the many pharma industry, fertilizer industry that can be used to particularly uh, propagation and planting season. What are the planting season? Which are, so coming to the Indian part, which are the good? One is like you can do with the nursery and plant, but I already rejected that particular thing that this is not a good idea because it increases the expenses part, okay, to the farmer. So transplanting and nursery is never a good idea. I never suggest that one, but it's one of the methodology. So if someone wants to do that with seeds, yes, it's the best way. With the help of the seed you can do, because chia seed are small in size, that can be easily mixed with the soil. So you have to do that one with the help of soil. It will be very good. Even you put some fine vermicompost or soil to make the mixture of the soil and the vermicompost and the seed, and then you can spread inside the field. Light irrigation was I already explained. If you go with the heavy flood irrigation, it might not give you the right productivity. Being a photosynthetic crop, flowering and seed formation are very less in chia plants in summer. So it is basically done in the kharif season. It can be basically early rabi season, highly successful in the early rabi season. Like in India we have that September, October, November. At that time if we do this chia seed, it will be fantastic. But recently last year we also did that in June and we got a good amount, not as same as the rabi, but yes, enough that we have survived well. We gained the profits. So for planting seedlings, after cleaning the field thoroughly, that is the normal way that we have to clean the field. We have to harrow it, we have to cultivate it, we have to mix the fertilizer, and this is the ratio also mentioned that we have to mix 16 kg of phosphate, single super phosphate, and vermicompost 100 kg in 1 acre of land. So planting should be done keeping in the fence of the tree. It has been found. Okay. Now coming to the spacing part, just irrigation and spacing part. This crop is not able to drought well, means that if there is a drought, if there's it will give the bad condition. So we need to irrigate it on the timely basis. So if for a 90 days interval crops, we need around 4 to 5 irrigation. 10 days alternative in winter season is already mentioned over there. Second, the thing is that the drip irrigation is also good, but I prefer that you guys, if you have a flood irrigation, so use it very moderately or a minimal site with the less pressure. If you have the sprinkler, that will be fantastic for this particular crop. For high density spacing, because of the high density, it can be done with the help of propagation of seed. So it will be scattered in the field, so density will be 30 centimeter high and above 60 centimeters. So there you can do with the row itself with the help of the seeders. So what is the fertilizer use? In Chia can be cultivated under low fertilizer. So also this is a good advantage that this particular crop requires low amount of fertilizer, which helps in farmer to reduce their expenses and to generate more return of investment on that. So you can do with the vermicompost, neem cake, gypsum, trichoderma, which can be used very in a minimal quantity as well. To protect the crop from weed infestation, weeding should be done 2-3 times in the field and hand or hoe. So that can be done with the manual only because of the density of the crop is very high. So I always suggest when you do, if any farmer do this particular crop, they should make a bit of spacing between one row to another row, 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, that can be acceptable. With the intercropping, it will be quite difficult for chia, but yes, chia with moringa, with figs, like with the horticulture plant, it can also be successfully done. So what is the harvesting duration? It can be harvested from 90 to 120 days, depending upon the crop season, weather season, how it is going on. Okay, the flowering will come in 40 to 50 days itself. Ready to ripen days will be 25 to 30 days after flowering. So we have to calculate all these situations and we have to decide the right time when to propagate the seed and when to dry, because if there is a rainy season and our seeds about to come, then there will be a losses. Farmer can incur huge losses, so he have to plan according to the weather cycle as well, which is to anticipate. In India it is very quite much difficult, but with the AI and with the satellite sensing we are fairly good right now. So harvesting period depends on the days required to separate the seeds from flowers. Some farmers store dried flowers heads in large calico bags till next. That can be done in the American parts, but usually we do with the thresher system here in India. A successful collection of chia seed will take a lot of time. For mass harvesting, you do it manually by using a harvester. You should wait until the flower head turns brown. So that means if the flower is turning brown, that means our chia seed is ready to harvest and to make it out of the plant. The harvesting period depends on the day required to. Okay, it's copied twice. Sorry. Now coming to the economics part, how our company is dealing in this particular chia and what are services we are providing, what is the economics, what is the expense part, and how farmer get good value out of it. So for 1 acre there is a 3 kg of seeds required. Per kg seed is 1500 rupees what our company is providing, because there are many services also involved, transportation cost involved. Okay, and the seed quality. So total 4500 rupees, and rest 2000 is for fertilizer and labor and all this one. So in all expense we see more, not more than 10,000 will incur by in 1 acre of by the farmer, which is very much related to the conventional crop if they do the paddy seeds or wheat or something like. So instead of that he can try that one. And coming to the written part, you see that in 1 acre the farmer can easily have 800 to 1000 kg of seed, 8 quintals to 10 quintals, 1 ton around. And 100 rupees kgs our company buy. Sorry, I didn't updated that one, but it is increased to 150 rupees. So farmer can easily earn 1,50,000 by spending 10,000 rupees. So 1,40,000 will be the pure profit. Even if the farmer exceed 5,000 rupees expenses more, it will be 1,35,000 he can earn. So this is the very good particular crop. The coming season is of chia. So I request my farmer group or to do this particular, not in the length, but they can try with the 1 acre, 2 acre, 5 acres, 10 acres, depending upon their resources. And this particular crop give the best results with the monetary aspect as well, with the selling aspect as well. And you can hold this seed as well, because it's not so much perishable like other horticulture, or it doesn't get affected. If you have nice package, it goes for a 12 months as well. Storage capacity, the life duration is 100, more than 1 year, 12 months. So value addition, regarding coming to that, you can use in superfood and beverages, dietary supplements, personal care. Okay, because it's immensely recognized in the world market right now, highly used in China, America, States, this African regions, then Asian markets, Australia, Europe. So chia seed, this is the flow chart, how it, so there will be a propagation, there will be harvesting and drying, it will be extracting, we will be make a now double sorting of the material, there will be a formulation development and directly sales to the customer depending on the product we are manufacturing by the producer. So these are the few products. You can see that which are the products. There are diet seeds, there is the oil available, there is a salt available, there is a hair oil available. And what services our company is providing, particularly we are providing the supervision, we are providing the consultancies, we are providing the guidance on physical visits, transportation, There will be a market exploration, value addition with our company. We match marketing, buyer and seller, also trader support to the farmer, bulk and overseas order we have, processing unit we already established, organic and natural farming we are assisting. So these are the services provided by the Amritanjali Ayurved. This is my contact details, our companies. If someone wants to have a screenshot of that one, they can take with their laptop or mobile and communicate for the further information if someone wants to do that one. So this is with the presentation for today. I hope everything is good. Any questions, I welcome them.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir,
For
so
sure.
that we can see your full video? Okay. Sir, your video is not on?
Just a minute. I think it's, yeah, now it's on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, just sir. Come to the center of the screen, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I'll move on to the questions now.
Mhm.
The first question is, Dr. Rathore, can you share how you were introduced to Chia as a superfood and a profitable crop for farmers? What inspired you to specialize in this particular field?
Actually, when we, it was like that when I was used to travel to Europe before COVID, and when I see this particular seed and the demand and the prices, what they escalate in the market, 100 grams of chia packet, they are selling in 10 euros, which is more than 700, 800 rupees. So this make me more curious about, and when I more research, more R&D did that it can be done in Indian part extensively, and this has a good production as well, and with the less time. The important thing, it requires less time, less energy, less expenses, so why not? So this excite me, and I did more research on that part. And for the small farmers to the larger farmer, I highly recommend this crop. Even if you don't want to go for whole of the land, please try to do in 1 acres, 2 acres, or half acres to get the anticipated results. Once you realize that there are many people who highly earned last year as well in Africa, there was a huge successful, and we have a good climatic conditions here in India for most of the parts. So yes, for the heavy rainy parts like northeastern, it cannot be done. For the snowy areas like Himalayas, it cannot be done, but for the rest of the part, it can be successfully done because we have the parallel rains all around the monsoon time.
Okay. From your perspective as an agri-entrepreneur, what makes chia a super income crop for farmers? Can you discuss its potential return on investment?
Okay, so coming to the investment, when we see in the perspective that it is less than 10,000 rupees of expenses, and even the farmers increase it will be 15,000. When we compare to the conventional, it is more or less the same. He do the same practices, same energy, he put the same amount of time for the same. What happens, let's compare to the wheat or rice paddy. Okay, once we do it, when we compare our sugar cane, if we add sugar cane as well in this particular, so the rate of investment is, return on investment is very low. So the farmer in 1 acre, they highly earn around 35 to 40,000 rupees. Sometimes he earned with a good season 50,000 rupees. When we compare, it is huge difference, because my if he is doing the same thing like chia, he is earning around more than 1,25,000 rupees. So which is a huge difference if you see. So he can earning 3 times more than the conventional one. So it is easily done. It is with the favorable of our Indian climatic condition. We have all the resources, and it doesn't require too much fertilizer. It doesn't require too much of take care. Just a right time of propagation, what I already informed, and right knowledge how to do it. So a farmer can easily do that one, and he can make a small amount of expenses and get a higher returns. Is compared to conventional crop, it's not possible because the rate of return is very low. With the maize, you see it is more, not more than any time 25 rupees kg. With the, you see, wheat, it is 28 rupees kg. With the sugar cane, it is always very low. So farmer needs to understand the modern terminology. Also, the shelf life of this particular product is more than 12 months. It cannot, even if the price fall might be, if it comes to 110 rupees, 120, you can wait for 2 3 months and you can gain the better advantage. If the market escalates, let's say it's come to 300 rupees kg, which happens last year, So farmer is earning around 2,80,000 to 3 lakh in the 1 acre, which is tremendous better thing to do. So I highly recommend this particular crop to every farmer. Please try once.
Okay. Uh, What environmental conditions are most favorable for the growth of chia? How can these conditions be replicated by farmers in different parts of the world?
Okay, I already informed that it cannot
Yeah.
be done in the northern east part and the Himalayan regions, but for rest of the country, it can be done. Last year, UP has a good advantage. Then Karnataka, they have more than expectation. They get the production. So where the average rainfall from 700 mm to 2200 mm, that is a favorable condition. Regarding the climatic condition, once it comes to Rabi time, after the October, it always we have a longer nights. So this particular crop require longer nights. So in most of the country, when we see in the winters, we have a longer nights. So this can be done in the parts of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. It can be done in Jodhpur University. They did a vast research on this one, and last year they are propagated around 100 acres of chia. But the environment again, the possibility, the environment, there is a very high winters at that time in the time of January, and they lost around 50 acres of crop, but still they sustain. They didn't get on the losses. So that's why it can be done in a mostly part of the. I recommend the people from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, please do it because your climate is much favorable than Rajasthan, then Gujarat, then upper parts like Haryana, all these Himachal parts. So please, for you, it's a very successful because you have a moderate condition, you have a good rainfall over there, there is a dry season winters. So yes, it is possible in that parts with the high success.
Okay, I move on to the next question. What are the specific challenges involved in chia cultivation and how do you overcome them?
The first challenge is that I told you that if you have a flood irrigation, you need to minimize the pressure. If you go with the pressure, the seed will drain away. Second thing, the duration of water when you are giving. The third thing, what are the nutrients, what are the fertilizer you will be providing, and what time you will be providing. So you have to be careful about this all the situation. Also the weed is another big problem for the farmers. So regarding the weed, you have to understand what sort of weed is in your field. Sometimes what happened, a farmer doesn't understand which weeds are helpful and which are not. He used to go for the 5 times, 6 times without thinking it incurs their expenses high. So you have to know what are the weeds in your land, which is harmful, which is less harmful, which can, even if the weed which is for 1 month, it doesn't give affect damage the plant, and some weed which are for 10 days they can affect the plant. So you have to disable, you have to make a research, you need to investigate on that, you need to contact the right person, take an advice, it always helps.
Okay. How does the cultivation of chia contribute to sustainable farming practices? And how can farmers leverage this for a greenery agriculture future?
Regarding the sustainability, I hope the central government is doing quite well. They are expediting. I already mentioned they are doing the millets fair all around the country. Regarding the chia, is only 90 days crop. So sustainability is like that, that you are not using much of the fertilizer because it requires less fertilizer. So one good thing is about that one. The second, regarding the greenery, I don't say that it helps much in the greenery part, but yes, with the less fertilizer, with the less chemicals, it always helps in the sustainable agriculture. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll move on to the next question. What advice would you give to students who are interested in entering the field of agriculture, specifically in the cultivation of superfoods like chia?
Okay, this is very nice question. I've been waiting for such question for a long time. uh, we are from the genome of the Indian agriculture, from our forefathers, from our ancestors. We are doing from a long time, so it's present in our blood. We have a vast amount of resources, like we have a land availability, we have a water availability, we have all the resources with the minimum of cost. So those persons, those students who wants to pursue the agriculture as their business or their occupation, it is very much right time. And with the depletion of the seed quality, with the depletion of the soil, it is very much a need that our youth must go there, instigate, and check the situation, put themselves, go for the such crops like chia, millets, flax, quinoa, which is highly acceptable in the overseas market. With the development of the this internet tools, like we have all this website, we can communicate with the buyers and sellers at the same platform, exhibition around the world. So for the new generation, I highly recommend go and check your caliber over there. There are many guys who is doing very well. They establishes in the big markets. Some are there coming unicorns in the market as well. Me at the time was, personally speaking, when I was 12 years back, when I did my education, and when I realized that I have all the resources, and it was done, it was told my own mother's father, that when you have all the land, we have all the things, we have all the resources, and still you are going for the some job where you can sit 8 to 10 hours, and why don't you apply yourself in this such particular field? Then I check more resource things on that, more opportunities, and realize it has a huge opportunities. So for the students, I say please go and check your caliber. There are n number of opportunities. You can trade the seeds, you can market it, you can make your own production, you can help with the farmers, you can make your own production, join your own popularity. Okay. So this is for the students.
Okay. How have you gone about marketing chia to consumers, given its status as a superfood? What strategies have proven successful for you?
Okay, so there are two strategies. One is a traditional one. You can go in the market, you find the traders and supply them, and what price is offering at the nominal cost you will be selling. Another perspective is that you put some value advantage, like you clean it nicely, you pack it nicely, you put it on board on the online sales to the traders, to the wholesalers on the online platforms with the help of government. You can go to the Ayush websites. There are many number of lists. When you see there are many agencies who wants the particular product, you contact them, provide them a sample, some video sharing. Also you can produce your own cookies, confectionaries with the help of, you put your own branding labels of small. When I was surprised when I was in Europe, that's 100 grams of chia is around 800 rupees. So yes, there are opportunities. There are, you can use this international marketing strategies with the export import. You can do a very good value added on that part, and it will generate a super income for you. You just need the right applicability, where you market it, how you sell it, what you are doing, what product you are making. That is the most important focus, and for whom you are making. Okay, you have to target the market, you have to niche the market, you have to specify the market, and then it is, I think it's a fair job right now. With the internet you can have a huge success.
Okay. For a new farmer considering chia cultivation, what are the initial steps they should take? Are there any resources or courses you would recommend for understanding this crop better?
Okay, so for those farmer who wants to applicable before just now in June, because some farmers in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh they do in June as well. So you just try get ready with your field, like the basic. You do the harrow with the cultivator, make a fine with the computerized as well. You can do that one. Get ready with your seed, put the normal basic fertilizer like NPK if you want to do, or you have this cow manure, farmyard manure, spread it nicely 10 to 15 days before. Wait for the first shower. As soon as shower occur, wait for 2 days, spread the seed and give the low amount of water, and wait for 7 to 8 days. The seed will propagate for the same. Even if it doesn't propagate, don't panic. It will go for the next week. 10 to 12 days you will have the success on that part. Okay, please avoid the heavy rain time. If you're doing at the heavy rain time, of course the seed will drain tight. So it will be done before June, inside the June month, before the heavy monsoons arrive. Okay, for then coming to the next part for the Rabi, it's always at the end of the Rabi season. We have all the monsoons over, the rain passed away from India. You have to wait for 10 to 15 days to dry out of the land, put the seed, give the small amount of water, and wait for 10 to 20 days to get the seed rise up. And it is very easy to done. It doesn't require much of the specification. The good thing is that it doesn't require too much of chemicals, sprays or anything. Okay, for the termites you have to be a bit careful, which depends on the local how, what are the termites located, what are the fungus located in your particular region. So you have to investigate on that part, and if someone has a confusion, they can send me the pictures, or I will give them the right information how to deal with them.
Okay. As an individual, how do you balance the professional commitments of being an agri entrepreneur and a farmer with your personal life?
That is in my blood. Sorry, it can be done. Okay, once you are inside the game, you have to play everything. You cannot say that I have just been an agri entrepreneur, I cannot go be in a farmer, because it's the basic. Coming to the roots, it's the basic. If I could do not go to the field, how can I be an agri entrepreneur? So for every youngster, it is my personal, you go and challenge yourself in the field. Once you realize that what are the practical things that be done, what are the challenges coming, you can easily deal with that one. Once there are few stay, you get back, but yes, there is a success waiting for you. Just go there, put yourself on that one pedal, and I think it's not so hard. It's not you have to launch a rocket or something inside the, it's the land, you have the water, you have the seed, you have every resources, you have government help, you have subsidies. What else you require? You need an internet, it's there, you can see anything, you type anything, you can contact me, I give all the information. So it's on hand on hand information right on your mobile handset.
Okay, that's very nice to hear from you, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Dr. Digvijay Singh Rathore for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.